We will be looking at when NFL players make dumb mistakes, like when Tom Brady tried something that he will never do again. Tom Brady is a bit more mischievous than he gets credit for, from pulling off some iconic flea flickers to even catching a couple passes. However, for all of the trick plays that work, there are also fails. His worst one was in Week 10 of the 2022 NFL season, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers took on the Seattle Seahawks. Jumping into the third quarter, the Buccaneers have a commanding 14-3 lead. They decide to line up in Wildcat. Tom Brady is jogging out and lining up at wide receiver. Leonard Fournette is at quarterback. Fournette snaps the ball and just runs it for himself. Brady, looking like prime Calvin Johnson in acres of space, he sold that route. However, of course, no one on the Seahawks defense took Brady serious. It makes sense why. Tom Brady was lined up across from Tyreek Woolen, Seahawks standout rookie cornerback. He is 22 years young, standing at a very athletic 6'4" and 205 pounds. He even ran the 5th fastest 40-yard dash in combine history. Not to mention, he is really good at his job, shutting down real wide receivers. He has 4 interceptions and 8 passes defended to this point in the season. Meanwhile, Tom Brady is over 22 years older than Woolen and runs nearly a full second slower than him. So yeah, no wonder Tom Brady had acres of space.
Wildcat. Do you ever throw this coach? Here's Fournette. Brady in a direct snap. Fournette. He is going to throw it to Brady. Oh, and Brady slips and is picked up by Tyreek Woolen.
Well, you can't blame them for trying. Actually, yes you can. Unsurprisingly, the 45-year-old wide receiver failed to even get off the ground against Tyreek Woolen. At least Brady was self-aware, saying, "I wasn't very close, unfortunately. That cornerback is a former college receiver who jumps a lot higher than me and is much more athletic." That being said, Brady's mistake did not cost his team the game, unlike the Seahawks a few years ago when their mistake cost him a postseason game. After a season of ups and downs, the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks are meeting in the divisional round of the 2019 playoffs. Although the Packers are favored to win this game because of Davante Adams. Truly coming into his own this year, Davante Adams, with his pinpoint accurate route running and great jumping ability, is on fire. In the last 3 weeks of the regular season, he ranks 4th in receiving yards. Plus, once he finds his stride in a game, it is lethal. The Packers are 4-1 when he has more than 90 receiving yards. You have to stop Davante Adams to have a chance to beat the Packers. However, for the Seahawks, that is a lot easier said than done. Their secondary is in really rough shape. They rank at an underwhelming 27th in the league. Plus, they have let 14 players catch more than 90 yards against them this season. They are having a really rough season. Therefore, the Seahawks secondary's plan to stop Davante Adams is man coverage. And it went as well as you might expect it. Davante Adams has taken over the game. He has 7 catches for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game, the Packers up by 5. They are facing 3rd down and 8. The Seahawks have 2 timeouts left. If the Packers get the first down, the game is essentially over. But oh no, they are still playing man coverage on Davante Adams. Davante Adams sealed the game. The Packers won 28-23. The Seahawks were burned all game by Davante Adams, and when it mattered the most, they got burned again. Similar to that, when Marcus Peters made his mistake, it had some bad consequences. Marcus Peters' time with the Chiefs was an absolute roller coaster. An emotional thrill ride which led to him ultimately getting traded during the 2017 offseason. However, what he did in week 13 of the 2017 NFL season when the Chiefs faced off against the Jets is nothing short of just dumb. From the moment he was drafted, Marcus Peters has been a great player for the Chiefs. He plays with the determination and angst like his opponents just disrespected his grandmother. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2015 and earned an All-Pro spot in 2016. Now, in 2017, he is playing just as great, with 3 interceptions through the first 12 weeks. Although he has had some controversy to say the least. This season, a fan yelled some terrible things at him. Marcus Peters responded yelling back, "You." Then against the Raiders, got into a fight and afterwards rode the train home with Marshawn Lynch. Plus getting into conflicts with coaches. His great play on the field has also brought a lot of distraction. And jumping into this game, the Chiefs have a 14-0 lead, but the Jets came back, and since then it has been back and forth. Although the Jets finally pulled away with a touchdown, now trying for a 2-point conversion to get a lengthy 7-point lead. The Chiefs play perfect coverage. However, Steven Nelson held on the play, and Marcus Peters was not having it.
And a flag down. They're going to get Nelson for holding. McCown just bought time, hoping something would develop. And Marcus Peters took the ball and chucked it into the stands.
Marcus Peters saw that flag, picked it up, and chucked it into the stands. Then he walked off the field thinking he got ejected. However, he never actually got ejected. So he came back onto the field with no socks on. Where are his socks? The Chiefs offense still had 2 minutes left in the game to try and tie. But of course, with what just happened, they failed to do so. The Chiefs lost 38-31. Marcus Peters was suspended the very next game by Andy Reid and got traded that same offseason. Although in more devastating news, he did go on to play another game with no socks on. You do have to respect Marcus Peters' boldness, unlike what Marcus Cooper did during week 3 of the 2017 NFL season when the Bears faced off against the Steelers. Marcus Cooper is just a 5th-year player on his 3rd team fighting for a starting spot. But little does he know, he is about to make one of the rarest plays in NFL history. The first half of this game has surprised everyone so far. The Bears are massive underdogs with a 0-2 record, while the Steelers are a powerhouse with one of the best offenses in the league. It has shocked everyone that the Bears have a 7-point lead. However, the Steelers are building momentum heading into halftime. Deep in their own half with 43 seconds left, they steamrolled into field goal range. Now able to cut the Bears' lead to just 4 points, they kick the ball.
Here. That one's blocked. The Bears have it. The Bears are going to get it.
Defying all odds, Marcus Cooper is about to extend the Bears' lead to 14 points. However, this play is way more special than that. From 1994 to 2017, there has been 23,846 field goals. Out of all of those, only 37 have been blocked sixes. That's 0.15%. And this play will surely seal the upset and kill any momentum the Steelers are building. Man, what a play.
The Bears have it. The Bears are going to get a touchdown out of this.
Marcus Cooper celebrated way too early. The ball was batted out of the end zone. The Bears had to settle for just 3 points. His mistake was almost detrimental. The Steelers forced the game to go into overtime, where the Bears scrapped away with the win. Celebrating before scoring is a rough one, just like the Bills' horrific dumb mistake. The Bills' 2016 season came to a crashing close after an overtime loss to the Dolphins in Week 16. They got eliminated from the playoffs, and head coach Rex Ryan was fired. So heading into the final game of the regular season, it has absolutely no meaning, and it did not disappoint. For starters, the Bills did not show up. The entire team missed the bus and got behind 3-23. Finally, after showing up to the game, they should have stayed home. No one on the Bills did their job. Both returners forgot to do the one thing they are asked to do. It is in the name. The Jets jumped to a 30-3 lead. Now kicking off again, a Bills player actually caught the ball this time, which is good. However, not even 2 plays later, Darrelle Revis slipped and Justin Hunter found himself wide open. He proceeds to stop sprinting, then looks over his shoulder, sees a player, and fumbles the ball. He was called down, and the Bills ultimately lost 30-10. 2 terrible mistakes back to back. However, their kickoff fumble was more than just bad. It was an all-time terrible mistake. From 1940 to 2017, there has only been 10 kickoffs that have resulted in the kicking team scoring a touchdown, and this was the first one in over 30 years. The Bills' mistakes were embarrassing. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.